Alright everyone, this is just a little bit of an announcement, which is that yes, indeed, assuming that I'm not comatose, because, it's because of time zone differences, it'll be a little bit difficult for me because I'm a sleepaholic and an insomniac. I'm a man of many contradictions. I will be broadcasting live on election night. Now, what I did during the last election was I had other people on. You can't do that with Google Hangouts anymore. If someone can suggest a manner in which I can get some fan participation going or get other creators on for like 10-minute slots, it'll make it a lot easier for me, because having to talk for 3-4 hours when it's late at night, I mean, it'll be literally like, what, 4 a.m. here or something when the results start really being tabulated. I'm going to have to stay up until the wee hours of the morning. I'm going to have like 2 table lamps here for lighting and everything. And I'll probably have an increasing pyramid of empty Red Bull cans behind me or something. By the way, actually, this is made in Enschede right here in the Netherlands, and it's better than Red Bull. Just saying, for anyone with access to that, it's delicious. But I'll be caffeine loaded. There'll be probably coffee too. Yeah, and I'm not gonna have any choice. But the thing is, like this, after 4 years. It is the big night, the big event. I'm going to see how many people we can get stacked into chat. I know that there will be people as well watching other streams, and that's fine too. Just make sure you're watching the live coverage, but don't you dare tune in until you have voted if you're in the United States. You vote, and then you earn the privilege to watch election coverage. Because it'd be funny, like, if someone's like, they're in Wisconsin, and Trump loses Wisconsin by a vote, and they're the one that was watching the stream that didn't vote or something. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to live with that sort of guilt. So go cast your ballot for Donald Trump, or Kanye, if you want to be a conscientious objector, I suppose. Not for Biden, though. Voting for people with Alzheimer's to have the nuclear codes is somewhat irresponsible behavior, I would argue. And then you can tune in live to watch yours truly, and I'll try to get something set up so that it won't just be me rambling. Because like other people, they'll have like graphics up on the side and stuff. I'd like to do something where at the very least I can show, like the electoral map and stuff. Otherwise, people have to watch 2 different streams. And of course, there will be live chat open, and I'll have to do slow. Well, actually, no. Come to think of it, with Google's new setup, if you're using their standalone ability to live stream, which is what I have to use, I don't think you can actually enable slow mode on chat unless they've changed something since the last time I used it. Well, that'll be a little bit problematic, so I'll be pausing that routinely because otherwise it'll be completely spammed all fucking hell. Even with slow mode on, I think I had that on election night 2016. I think it was flying past so fast it was almost impossible for anyone to get anything out of it. And it was all like frog and spoon posting anyway, but I like the chaos. And then, of course, if Trump is winning, people can also pile over onto the Young Turks broadcast to clank on them. In fact, they can do that anyway. I think that that's funny. It's funny. It'd be a shame if somebody like a clanker showed up with a Trump sign at one of Biden's events and started memeing about Spoon Man or something. I officially disavow disrupting other people's free speech. Of course, Biden's, is it speech? I don't know that it counts as being coherent enough at this point, but it's just, I'm hyper-caffeinated again, so quite a few jokes at the moment. But I will broadcast live. The event, I will have the actual event listed for several hours beforehand. Don't expect me to be quite so high energy as normal, though, because, again, time zones apply. I'm in Amsterdam. I'm not in the United States right now. In some states, I'm certainly not going to be able to stay awake for the West Coast states. Basically, we're going to be watching 3 big ones in the earlier tabulations. Florida's a big one, and remember that the panhandle, the far red part of the state, doesn't start coming in for an extra hour, different time zone, I believe. Florida, Pennsylvania, and Ohio. Because if the pundits that count Trump out right now are correct, Trump should be either behind or just barely ahead in Ohio, and will lose Pennsylvania. If it looks, however, like Trump is outperforming in Florida in the early tabulations, if it looks like he's at 52, 53, I think Trump will have a really good night. And so we're going to get at least some measure of how the election is going to go within the first hour of having results. Certainly by the end of the second hour, we'll have that idea fleshed out, and we'll be able to proceed from there. I'll try to stream as long as I can, as long as my voice holds out, essentially. That's about all. Peace out.